Peace, peace. Ali, coming back at you with another video. And in this video, I will give you some tips on how to stop smoking weed or at least slow down. So welcome back to the channel. My name is Ali. This channel is all about self-God realization and self-mastery. And in this video, I want to speak about how to stop smoking weed or at least slow down. To my surprise, this topic has been recommended several times. And I know in my last live webcast on YouTube, I promised I would deliver this content finally. So I want to make sure I'll get this video out there in the universe for my subscribers and followers. So I want to begin like this because I know this is a hot button topic as it pertains to should you smoke weed on a spiritual path. And I'm one of those people that I leave all decisions upon you. I'm the most least judgmental and the least you should be doing this. If you're not doing this, you're not spiritual. You have to do this or you will never be spiritual. I'm not one of those people. I'm all about you as a person, mastering yourself and being your own master and guru so you don't have to rely on people like myself and others. So with that being said, I'm not here to tell you what you should be doing or not doing, but this is what I would tell you. And I made a video about this. I'll probably link it at the top. I made a video talking about if you feel like that is holding you back, talking about marijuana or weed. If you feel like it's holding you back or preventing you from moving forward, or there's something inside you telling you, hey, yo, you need to give this up or you need to at least slow down, then it doesn't matter what I say. Your spirit is telling you what to do. So that's the first thing I want to put out there, because I know it's going to be people in the comments saying, oh, you can't reach enlightenment if you smoke, or weed is natural. You should be smoking as much as possible. Everyone has their opinion. Don't let their opinion tell you what you should be doing. So what I recommend once again is if your spirit is telling you, if your thoughts, if you feel like the universe, your higher self, whatever, is guiding you down a path where you need to quit or slow down, then your spirit is telling you what to do. And hopefully this information will help you get to the next level. So the first thing I recommend is having a strong why or reason that you don't want to smoke or you want to slow down. If you have a strong enough reason why, that will enable you to do anything. The perfect example is you go to a job that you more than likely do not like, that may not be in alignment with your purpose, but you want to have money, you want to be able to pay for your bills, you want to have electricity, you want to have gas, you want to have the ability to get clothes, etc. So your reason for going to work, i.e. all the things I mentioned, is strong enough for you to go deal with people you don't want to deal with, settle for money you don't want to make, etc., etc. So having a strong reason why you do not want to chief or smoke will enable you to give it up or at least slow down. So the first thing I recommend, and you may want to write this down, is have a strong reason why you want to quit or slow down with weed. So if you want to slow down, there's one tip I recommend, and it's called intermittent smoking. If you heard of intermittent fasting, that's when you eat between a certain period of time. So say you may have your first meal at 12 p.m. and your last meal at 8 p.m. So between the hours of 12 and 8 is the only window of eating that you have throughout the day. If you apply that same technique to smoking, you can have a certain period of time where you chief. So say that you smoke, say 6 p.m. to when you go to sleep, that's your window of opportunity or the window of smoking. Or you can do it predicated upon activity. What this would look like is that you want to accomplish X, Y, Z, maybe write your book, go to work, make dinner, certain things that you must do before you begin smoking. So the first tip I recommend as far as you want to slow down is take the approach of intermittent fasting and just apply that to smoking, and then do it between a certain hours within a day or after you complete certain activities. Okay, another thing that you want to pay attention to is what triggers do you have before smoking? Some people have triggers where they just wake up and that's the first thing you want to do. Some people like to smoke before they watch a movie. Some people like to smoke before they engage in sexual activity. So you want to find out what is your trigger, what is causing you to want to smoke. So once you identify that, you can either remove the trigger or you can replace the weed or marijuana. So what this would look like is if you are one that want to smoke before, say that you watch a movie, like you want to smoke before you watch a flick or whatever. Instead of smoking, replace the smoke with something else. And the replacement that I recommend very, is my highest recommendation, is to replace the smoking, either the marijuana or even tobacco, with natural herbs. If you heard me speak about herbs for the third eye or herbs to increase dream lucidity, I recommend 3 to 4 basic herbs that you can inhale, you can smoke, or you can make into a tea. And that's Kalia Zakatachichi, blue lotus flower, mugwort, and also gotu kola. Kalia Zakatachichi, mugwort, blue lotus flower, and gotu kola. You can mix those herbs up. You can mix 1 or 2 and smoke that. It's not going to give you the same high as marijuana, of course, but it's going to give you a sensation where you feel like you're increasing your awareness, you're increasing your mental capacity, your third eye activity, all that good stuff, and helping you tap into just different layers of your consciousness is the best way I can put it. So once again, find out what triggers that you have, what's causing you to want to smoke weed, and replace that trigger. Either get rid of it or replace the marijuana with a substitute. And I'll always recommend that you smoke natural herbs or drink natural herbs as a substitute for tobacco or marijuana if you're so moved to do so. Okay, the last tip what I recommend is a visualization. And this is something I did years ago. I don't recall when, but when I was smoking bogeys or cigarettes, hard body, and I wanted to quit. So I did this visualization, and honestly, it only took me one time of doing it, and I quit smoking cigarettes, something I was doing for years up until that point. So I'm gonna recommend it in this video, is get into a relaxed position. This can either be laying down or sitting up or standing or whatever have you. Close your eyes and take some deep breaths, deep abdominal breaths. Inhale through your nostrils, fill up the air in your abdomen, hold it, and breathe out slowly through your mouth. Just get into a habit of getting some very deep abdominal breaths. Once you do that, imagine that there's a staircase going down. Like you see in your mind's eye, a stairwell or staircase going down. Slowly descend down the steps. 1, 2, you can even count in your mind. See yourself literally walking down the steps. Once you get to a certain point where you feel like you're falling deeper within your consciousness, imagine that there's a room at the bottom of the steps. And imagine that there's a chair and a table at the bottom of the steps in that room. Now visualize yourself sitting in that chair, and on the table, see a blunt, a joint, or weed, whatever, however you smoke it, to see it right in front of you. Take it and hit it, either a blunt, a joint, or a bong, whatever have you, whatever device you use to smoke your trees, imagine that right in front of you. Take it and inhale it in your mind and cough ridiculously. Like, see yourself coughing and just like it's disgusting. After you do that, break it. If it's a blunt, see yourself physically breaking it in your mind. If it's a joint, same thing. If it's a bong, see yourself breaking it. After you do that and you see it break and you feel like relief doing it, just give thanks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Visualize yourself giving thanks. Slowly open your eyes and come back into this reality and give thanks to the universe. Now, you may have to repeat this visualization every day, or you may have to repeat it whenever you get the sensation of want to smoke. But I promise you, that's a very powerful technique, and it's something you have to consciously work on. Because I don't know you may have super strong triggers. You might have something in your DNA where it's propelling you to want to achieve more than the next person. I'm not sure. But I know the tips I laid out in this video, if you apply it and work it, and it may take time and it may take repeated effort, you'll get to the spot where you can quit or at least slow down on your marijuana consumption. So this has been Ali. Once again, this video is not to condemn people from smoking, not to tell people what they should be doing or should not be doing. This video is for people who are interested in slowing down or want to quit smoking altogether. For exclusive content, the ability to work with me, and also to join a community of like-minded souls, highly suggest that you go to my flagship program, Spiritual Mastery Accelerator. You can find out all the information at spiritualaccelerator.com. So until next time, this has been Ali.